Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jay from Sentinel Trading Channel. So, welcome to another episode on one interesting subject that I've never covered before in the past. So, which is the cryptocurrency mining. So, why I'm covering this topic is because I do have questions from like subscribers. Like they were asking me, is there like do I only do like CFDs or options or what other things that I do in my investing or trading portfolio. So just to answer the question in a little bit in depth, and also to answer like some of the question from subscribers that I get, is mining actually uh, a good thing to actually join. So in this video, I'm going to actually talk about the cryptocurrency mining and also the advantages, and also like the type of situation that we are currently in, and also like the type of contracts that would be beneficial for us. So before I get started, so remember to subscribe to this channel to get latest updates on my own trading and investing journey. And also, if you guys have any question, feel free to send me an email at the email that you see on your screen, and also you can leave me a message on Skype as well. Okay, so let's get into the video right now. All right, so let's see, what are the ways that I actually use to profit from the forex or the cryptocurrency industry. To be honest, there are actually many different type of ways, but just to share what I'm actually doing. So um, basically, I treat like any trader should do. They should treat their trading or investment like a business. So in a typical business, we tend to diversify our risk. So why we do that is because we do not want to put all our eggs in one basket. So just in case if that one fails, so we don't lose everything. So at least there's a little bit of variation in our income stream, and also the returns. So even professional investors or traders actually diversify their portfolio. So basically, what I personally do is I trade options. So I trade options by using a tool called Binbot Pro. So if you guys have not checked that one out, I've actually covered quite a lot of video so on that subject matter. So you can actually find the link on the iCard somewhere on your top right of this video. So if you guys are interested in checking out how I actually use options. And as for CFDs is a different variation of trading, which is lower risk, lower returns, of course, but it is, in a way, we get to trade it in a safer manner, and it's much more flexible in terms of managing risk as compared to options. So if you guys want to know how actually what tools I use to trade CFDs, you can also check out on the iCard that appears on the top right of your screen right now. So besides those two options and CFDs are basically like my active trading activities. So those are what I actually do almost every day. Like I look at the charts and try to look for opportunities to uh, earn some profits from the market on, let's say, on a daily basis. And for CFDs, I might actually hold a position for maybe a day or maybe two before I actually lock into my profits. All right, so those are what I do every day. So as opposed to investing or holding cryptos, so I would consider investing, holding cryptos, and also mining is more of a long term, and like also investing. So trading versus investing are pretty much like different. So trading is what you do in a smaller, like more frequent basis to actually actively look for profits like almost every day. And on the other hand, investing is something that you put in your money and you leave it for maybe a super long term, like maybe a couple of years, and for price to go up, or maybe for your returns to come in like years later. So both have its merits, and of course depending on how much you have at your disposal right now. Like let's say, active income stream, like your job, what you do in your everyday job is considered as, like, it's considered as your active income stream as well, is because what you do like every day, like in your daily job, and then you get like a fixed amount of like money for it. So different people will have different I guess different active income streams. So you could by choice, like do add another active income stream, like let's say your side hustle could be like selling stuff after your daily work. It is something like the active income stream. So on the other hand, passive income stream is something like where you invest in, let's say, stocks or real estates, or maybe even like a insurance saving plan that gives you like maybe 3 to 5% annual returns. So something like that's a more active, like I mean passive income stream. So where you invest a certain amount and then you hold it for like a couple of years, and then you could sell a property like after a few years for a profit, or like your insurance saving plans promise you to like compound 3 to 5% a year and stuff like that. So those are pretty much like a passive income stream. So as far as this video is concerned, I'm going to compare like investing, holding cryptos versus mining, as both of this method would be considered as a passive income stream, because it is best where you actually hold it for like a couple of years as well, like ideally more than 2 years. Like the longer you hold, the better it is going to be. That is on a um, general perceptions. Like let's say real estates, like obviously we have a general rule of thumb that the price of real estates will increase over time. Of course, each different method have their own risk and whatnot, but in a way, what you do in passive income stream should be something that is more favorable in terms of your odds, right? So let's say Facebook stocks have been increasing non-stop every single year. The gains are massive. So those are something that people do for as a passive income stream by investing into really good stocks. All right. So let's get into the important part of this video. So the first thing that I would like to actually describe. So let's say holding long term on a cryptocurrency versus mining. So I'm going to talk about holding long term. So when I say holding long term, is like, first we usually like choose a cryptocurrency to invest, say Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or something like that. So for example, if I were to buy like Bitcoin at, let's say, an X dollar, and so my mission is to actually hold it until, and hopefully the price goes up, right? So goes up by a lot. Of course, if it goes up by a lot, that means, yeah, happy days. So I've earned like a return from this investment by holding Bitcoin. So let's say in this method, like if I were to buy Bitcoin at, let's say, the 16,000 at the peak of, like, let's say early this year, but the price dropped to a current level of 7,000, that means I am down by 50%, like more than 50% of my investment. So I've got no choice but to actually hold, or I could actually like chicken out and sell out at a 50% loss. But in my point of view, obviously, I know cryptocurrency is going to rise back again due to its fundamental like reason, because there is really true application in terms of cryptocurrency. So of course, there's room to argue like which cryptocurrency have like the best fundamental value, or in terms like best usability or potential in the future, and that's another different argument. So I would not like to go into details into that, but in general, so that's what people do in terms of holding a cryptocurrency for long term. So basically, we don't profit, our profit doesn't increase, like nothing increases if the price doesn't go back up in the said example, right? So if I bought it at 16 and our current price is 7, I don't actually earn profit if it doesn't go back to 16 or go above 16. So the profit comes after it goes higher than 16,000, right? So now, on the other hand, so let's talk about mining. So mining is pretty much like a process where we use a computing power to solve complex algorithm. So that will actually unlock a new block in the blockchain. So, and we will get rewarded with cryptocurrency. So obviously, back in the day, our normal PC in our at home can actually mine Bitcoin, and at that point in time, obviously, how we all wish we actually mine Bitcoin, because back then it was easy and it was less complex, and we could have owned like a X number of Bitcoin by now and actually sold it or like hold it, right? So but the current situation is like as the blockchain goes longer, the algorithm became more complex, so hence the need for a more powerful computing power to actually mine cryptocurrency. Our usual laptop or usual PC at home won't be sufficient to mine for most of the cryptocurrency right now. Okay, so in terms of mining, we basically invest in a computing power. So you can actually buy a miner, put it at home, let's say the Ant miner or something like that. But do note that it's going to be very noisy, and you pay for electricity. There's a lot of heat generated from the miner itself. So if it's not if your home is not a conducive place to actually put a mining rig or something like that, so it is not really ideal for you to have a miner. So the other alternative is we use a cloud mining, so where people actually have like a mining facility, so they kind of just open up to normal people where people can invest or buy computing powers from them. So that means we don't really need to concern ourselves with like electricity bills, like the heat, and like the maintenance of your mining rig, and also like how to run the algorithm like optimally to mine the cryptocurrency and stuff like that. All right. So but the key aspect in a mining, let's say, contract, right? So let's talk about cloud mining. Um, Obviously, if you guys want to buy your own mining rig, you guys can go ahead. So if you guys know what you're doing, you by all means you can actually do it. And if you have a place to actually run and you guys have access to cheap electricity, by all means you guys can do it. So but for most of the people outside, if you guys want to actually have the opportunity to mine cryptocurrency, or let's say gain cryptocurrency every day for the whole duration of the contract, so cloud mining is the best option for you. So like the most important key aspect in, let's say, cloud mining is the cost of contract. That's number one, like how much we actually pay and how much computing power we get, and also how long. The second is the duration of the contract. How long is your contract? Like you pay a certain amount to buy the computing power, so how long you will get this computing power for. The third is the maintenance fee. Every day you'll be charged a maintenance fees, usually in cents, in a small amount. And fourthly is the type of cryptocurrency mined in your mining contract. So all these four aspects are very important to judge how profitable your return will be. And please also do note that mining is something that we have to like hold it for maybe a year or two to actually see really huge returns, right, or huge gains. So it's no point if you have like you invest in a contract and you're just going to bail out early, and obviously you're just not going to see any returns. So if you guys are actually looking into cloud mining, you should actually treat it as like any long-term investment kind of thing. And recently I've actually came across a mining contract that is very, very interesting. The first aspect, cost of contract, right? So is we can actually judge like how much we pay and how much hash rate or how much computing power we get, and the duration of the contract, right? So typically for most mining cloud mining companies, I see their contract lasts for like 2 years or 5 years. So that means you pay a certain amount, then you get a certain like hash rate for 2 years or 5 years, and then in within that duration of 2 years, 5 years contract, you pay maintenance fee every day, but also you get rewarded with cryptocurrency every day as well. But it kind of depends, and most of the other like cloud mining companies, they focus on one cryptocurrency, maybe either Ethereum or maybe Bitcoin, and maybe some of the altcoins, maybe, I'm not sure. It's pretty limited. So do note that maintenance fee is something that you pay every day, and also like the type of cryptocurrency mine is also fairly important to consider, because like Bitcoin, you will require a lot more power to actually mine it, because it's massively adopted. The blockchain is like the oldest, more mature, and obviously to mine it, it's going to take more computing power and it's longer. This interesting contract that I found is actually from IQ Mining. So if you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description box below. And do note that if you guys register for IQ Mining using the link below, you guys can actually stand to get 10% more power, right? So like, okay, so let me look at it. So they have, IQ Mining has pretty much like they used to have 5 scripts. These 2 new scripts is not it wasn't there before. So previously they have Zcash and Dash, but they pretty much closed these 2 scripts out because I think they did, either they do not have any more stocks or any more like hash rate to be sold to us, or maybe it isn't profitable. But what I've actually noticed is these 2 new scripts, like the SHA-250PRo, that focuses on, let's say, new cryptocurrency, like the majority altcoins. So the advantages of this SHA-256PRo, let me try again. Yep, SHA-256PRO. So it's actually a script that runs on that focuses more on altcoins, like alternate coins. So that means not the major coins, not Ethereum, not Bitcoin. So basically, the professional team from IQ Mining is going to mine like new coins. Obviously, it's easier to mine, and hence they will actually rotate the mined coins to make sure that we are profitable. So that's one plus point that I actually like, because one, they are not mining. Of course, they do have scripts that mine Bitcoin here. So like, let's say script is actually mining Bitcoin. And oh yes, and one of the most important part of IQ Mining that I actually like is because of the contract duration. The contract duration is actually a lifetime. So that means you pay for a certain computing power. Let's say if you want to buy 3000 gigahashes, right? Like, let's say if you want to buy 3000 gigahashes, that is equivalent to 3 terahash per second. You actually have, it will cost you 300 USD. So that means if you invest 300 USD to buy this amount of power, 3 gigahashes per second, and like, let's say the forecast is daily, you will actually get like 0.00015 BTC, and per year you get about 0.0054 BTC. All right, so and the maintenance fee is as such like 0.15 cents per 10 gigahash per 24 hours. And pretty much the payout is every day. So that means every day you log in into your IQ Mining account, you should be able to see an increase in like your BTC wallet. So the interesting part is like they mine alternate coins for profits, but the IQ Mining is going to pay you in BTC, right? Which is actually pretty good in my opinion. So although the mining activity is in altcoins, so altcoins, it may be difficult to sell at times. So if we were to be paid in BTC, it's easier for us to, you know, convert into fiat currency or in USD or whatever. It's easier because a lot more people are actually transacting in BTC, so hence it's easier. So basically, like I say, now is bonus plus 0 gigahash per second, right? So remember, if you use my link, you actually automatically get 10% more once you complete the registration and once you actually fund. Okay, so the important part why I think lifetime contracts is actually very good. Although the maintenance fee, if I were to compare with other major providers, this one, it might be a little bit steep, but because it is a lifetime contract, like let's say at most you get like 2 years to break even. But in my opinion, if you were to buy this 300 USD contract with SHA-256PRO, you're most likely break even within a year, or maybe a little bit more after a year. And everything after that, like from years to come, like let's say if you leave it for like 5 years, if you break even in 1 year, so 4 years of profiting, and this contract still runs every day, you still get cryptocurrency into your account, right? So on the other hand, in terms of using mining instead of holding long term, even though the BTC value does fluctuate every day, but if you are mining, you already pay an X amount of money to get a computing power. So every day you'll be actually getting more cryptocurrency for yourself. So at least it's still mining, right? So like as compared to something that you actually bought at somewhere. You have a fixed amount of cryptocurrency. The monetary value does fluctuate. Like, let's say in this situation, the monetary value just decreases, but but it's doing nothing for, like, let's say a couple of months, right? So at least in terms of mining, even though the monetary value does fluctuate, and at least you get paid, like you get BTC every day. So in that point of view, at least something is increasing in your inventory, right? So at least you have an increasing number of BTC, and this is a lifetime contract. You can keep it however long you want. The longer you keep, obviously the better, right? So because you already bought a certain computing power from IQ mining, so that is the advantages of a lifetime contract. So now another aspect to consider is the amount of computing power. So obviously IQ mining has three different packages. So the bronze one is less than minimum contract is 2500 gigahashes to 32999 gigahashes. So if you were to invest 250 to maybe 299, I think 299, let's see, 299, yeah, about 299. Your maintenance fee is going to be like 0.0019 0.0019 per 10 gigahashes per second per 24 hours. So however, if you invest in $300 in the silver package, your maintenance fee is going to be about 50%, 25% lower. And if you actually invest in the 30,000 gigahashes, which costs about 3,500 USD, your maintenance fee is going to be nearly 50% of the first package. So pretty much your maintenance fee does determine how fast you break even, and also how fast you can actually gather your Bitcoins into your account, right? In my opinion, IQ mining has a really attractive contract, so I think it's good, even though the maintenance fee is not the best in the industry, but the duration is lifetime contract. So that's why it is the best. I actually invested on the 300 USD one and already started to gather BTC, and every day I will get like to see an increase in BTC count in my account, so I can actually withdraw it every day as long as the condition is right. Okay, so like and one final thing to say is, like, what about the contingency? Like, I've heard that mining, if like the cryptocurrency mined doesn't the coin price drop, and hence it's not profitable anymore to mine the coin. So yes, that is true, but the interesting part about SHA-256PRo is it does not lock into one specific altcoin, so it can actually change. The team from IQ Mining is going to determine which alternate coin that is going to mine, and hence going to try to keep the profitability level up. But let's say in the worst case scenario, what will happen is, like, under the terms and condition for the IQ Mining, they have a contingency plan for, let's say, in the worst case scenario, for 21 days, if it's not profitable, the IQ Mining team is going to pause, or like, let's say, like, pause the contract if it's not profitable for 21 days. So that means our worst case scenario is we probably be paying maintenance fee for 21 days without profit. So, and then it's just going to pause, and when the situation recovers for cryptocurrency, the contract itself is going to resume and continue to mine again. So that is one of the contingency plan that IQ Mining has for its customers. So I totally sold in their contract, and I think like I say, lifetime contract is good. The idea of focusing on like altcoin is also very good, and so yeah, that's pretty much it. So remember, if you guys want to actually mine cryptocurrency by buying a contract, and to gather Bitcoin every day and see your cryptocurrency inventory increases and stuff like that, do check out IQ Mining. I think it's one of the most attractive contract available in the industry right now, and do sign up with IQ Mining using my link below, in the description box below, or in the comment box. You guys will get 10% more computing power by using the link. All right, so that's all for now, guys. So remember to subscribe to my channel. I hope this video helps you out and actually educate you a little bit on different type of income stream, and particularly into cryptocurrency mining contracts. All right, so till next time, guys. So remember to subscribe, like this video, and trade safe, guys.